Hello. So, how are you all? My name is Yogesh, and we are doing statistics, chapter number 3, part 1, standard 12th Gujarat Board. So far, we have done so many things in this chapter number 3. We have started with regression line y on x, then we have found the formula for error, then we proceeded to coefficient of determination. Coefficient of determination was r square. I told you how to find r square. First of all, you have to find r, then simply make the square of it. Okay, then we have come across so many terms, that is regression coefficient means b. Okay, correlation coefficient is r, coefficient of determination is r square. Yes, if you divide any digit in forming u and v, you have to multiply cy upon cx. Okay, so lots of things we have discussed in this chapter. Again, some new things I want to discuss with you. Starting from illustration 16, every sum is important to you, and every sum has its own difficulty, own importance. So we have to pay attention to each and every sum. So let's start with illustration number 16. Pay attention on the question given. If regression line y on x is y cap is equal to 12 minus 1.5x and the mean of x is 6, find mean of y. Now see, what is given in the question is y cap. Now what is y cap? Y cap is your regression line. Okay, so regression line is given. In y cap, you know that one figure will be a and one figure will be b, because your regression line is a plus bx. Okay, so you can say 12 is a and minus 1.5 is b, but that is not the question is what? Mean of x is 6. Now mean of x is x bar. Okay, and you want to find y bar. How would you find? Your answer is quite simple than the question you see. Okay, first of all, they have explained us that there is a characteristic like regression line always passes through a point x bar y bar. Okay, write it on your textbook somewhere, uh, because this question is asked in a 1 mark MCQ also, that from where regression line is passed. So it always pass through mean. Now what is this regression line passing means, sir? It means that when you draw the graph and you draw the line of a regression, then that particular line always passes through the point where mean is plotted. Okay, so you have to make a graph, plot the mean, plot the regression line, which is not necessary at all. Okay, we don't have to draw the graph. Okay, just okay, believe on them that the things are right. So regression line always passes through the x bar, and somewhere in textbook example is also given if you want to make sure. So this is the characteristic, that regression line always passes through the mean. Now what it helps, sir? The regression line which is given, y cap is 12 minus 1.5x, you have to believe that y cap is y bar and that x is x bar. What you have to do? Just you have to assume that y cap is y bar and x is x bar. Okay, just replace that y cap with y bar and x with x bar. So what I'll do, in place of x I'll put x bar, because as I told you that x is x bar and x bar is already given in the question. So x bar given in the question is 6, and as I put the value of 6 in place of x, y cap is equal to 12 minus 1.5 into 6. So now what we'll do, we'll multiply 6 into 1.5. 6 into 1.5 comes to 9. Okay, now 12 minus 9 is 3. Then okay, so you have to find only mean of y. This y cap is 3, so y bar is also 3. Okay, see, y cap and y bar both are same, so this is your answer. Y cap is equal to 3. Then moving ahead, let's go to illustration number 16, number 2. If regression line of y on x is y cap is equal to 11.5 plus 0.65x and y bar is equal to 18, find x bar. Now what is it? Again a line is given y cap. In this some y bar is given and you have to find the x bar. So question is interchanged. In previous sum it was like x bar was given and you have to find y bar. In this sum what happens, that y bar is given and you have to find x bar. So it's quite simple. As I told you, in line we will assume that y cap is y bar and x is x bar. So let's start. What we'll do, we'll put the value of y bar in place of y cap. So how it look like? Let's start. Y cap is equal to 11.5 plus 0.65 into x. Let's keep that 18 in y cap. So 18 is equal to 11.5 plus 0.65x. So let's subtract 11.5 on left hand side. So 18 minus 11.5 is equal to 0.65x. So 6.5 is equal to 0.65x. Now let's divide 0.65. So you can see 6.5 divided by 0.65 is equal to x. So your answer is 10. Okay, so what was the question? You have to find x bar and x bar is 10. Okay, so this was quite easy topic. What you have to do, line is given, let's assume y cap is y bar and x is x bar. Done. Whichever is given you have to put just that in the question and solve the sum. Okay, that is not important at all. It may be asked in MCQ and you can answer it. It's quite easy, I hope. Okay, so then let's jump to illustration number 17. If x bar is equal to 5, y bar is equal to 11 and b is equal to 1.2, obtain the regression line y on x. Now you can see what is given in the question. Both mean are given. B is given. You have to find line y on x. How you find the line y on x? Just remember that 3 step. I told you step 1, step 2 and step 3. Step 1 was to find b and you can see b is already given in the question. Okay, b is already given in the question. So step 1 solved. Step 2 is to find a. Now what is the formula for a? The formula for a is y bar minus b x bar. Okay, so what is the formula for a? It is y bar minus b x bar. Now y bar is already given in the question, that is 11, and b is also already given in the question, that is 1.2, and x bar also you can see in the question 5. Now let's solve. 5 into 1.2 is 6, 11 minus 6 is 5, so value of a is 5. Now see, step 1 is to find b, b is there. Step 2 you have found out a is 5. So what is regression line? It's a plus bx, so 5 plus 1.2 into x. Okay, next illustration number 17. This was 17.1 and this is 17.2. If x bar is 60, y bar is 75 and sx square is to covariance xy is 5 is to 3. Obtain the regression line y on x and estimate y for x is equal to 65 and estimate it. Now see, x bar y bar is given and some ratio proportion is given between sx square and covariance xy. Okay, now what is this actually? first criteria is you should know all the formulas of B. Okay, this is the compulsory, you have to learn the formula. Okay, so you can see the what given in the question is Sx square upon covariance xy. This is given in the question, Sx square upon covariance xy 5 by 3. Now what you want, your formula for B looks like just opposite of that. See, formula of B is covariance xy upon Sx square. So you should trust yourself, okay, because in question the reciprocal is given, but actually formula is covariance upon Sx square, it is quite similar. So if you forget the formula and you think like that in question it is right, so if you think in question it is right, you are wrong. Okay, so you have to trust yourself, you will learn the formulas. So now what we will do, obviously we will do the reciprocal of the given thing. So if 5 by 3 is given, we will do 3 by 5 as our formula is reverse. So answer of B is 0.6. Now coming to A. What's formula for A? It's y bar minus bx bar. Yes, y bar is 75 and b is 0.6, x bar is 60. So A is equal to 75 minus 36, that is 39. Now what you have to do, you have to estimate y for x equal to 65. Let's do the formula. Y cap is 939 plus 0.6 into x. As I will put the formula, I will put the value of x is equal to 60. Find y cap, you can see like 39 plus 0.6 into 65. 0.6 into 65 is 39. 39 plus 39 is 78. Okay. So now let's do illustration 18. Okay, I hope you all are writing. Just if I finish the sum, you can pause and write everything. Without writing, you cannot realize what you have learned. Okay, this is the practical subject. So practice is very necessary. Okay, you know what is the importance of practice? So all says practice, practice, practice. If I let's take an example. When you are a small, say for example, if I have taught you only on theory basis that these way the cycle, you can run a cycle. Okay, just these are called pedals, or these are called tires, and just sit and ride. If I only teach you, whether you are learn to run the bicycle, yes or no? Obviously no, it's not a theory thing. Okay, it's not just mugging and learning. Okay, you have to sit on that bicycle. Okay, you have to move your legs, then and then only you can learn the thing. Okay, so practice is something very important. You cannot know the things just by seeing it. Okay, you have to write, you have to work for it, then and then only you can know the things. Now let's go to the illustration number 18. The fitted regression line y on axis y cap is equal to 50 plus 3 point f x if an observation 16 comma 108 is used in the fitting of line, find the error for x is equal to 16. First I would like to explain you the question. Regression line, you can see y cap is 50 plus 3.5x. Now observation 16 comma 108, what it means? 16 is x and 108 is y. Agree? Yes. These observations are actual data. They have told you to find the error when x is 16. So first of all, what we will do, yes, so as I told you that what we will do, we will find y cap. Okay, y cap is 50 plus 3.5x. So let's take x is equal to 16 and we will put the value of 16 in place of x. So y cap is equal to 50 plus 3.5 into 16. 16 into 3.5 is 56. 50 plus 56 is 106. Then we can find the error. Error is y minus y cap, so 108 minus 106. Error is 2. Okay, you know, error we have found actual minus estimate. So from the answer you got from formula y cap is always the estimate. As I told you, actual will always be given in the question. So you can see in the question 16108, so 108 is the actual y. Let's move to the other one. Second of 18. If one observation 10 or 30 is used in fitting of the line y cap is equal to 20 plus 0.x, find the error in estimating y for x equal to 10. What can you deduce from the value? So what we'll do, we'll put that y cap formula. We'll put x is equal to 10 there. So 22 plus 0.8 into 10, it's 8. 22 plus 8 is 30. Now we'll find the error. Error is y minus y cap. What is y? Okay, you can see in the question y is 30, 10, 30, x is 10, y is 30, and you can see estimate. Estimate is also 30. So you can see y and y cap are 30. So there is no error. That means that actual and estimate both are same. Okay, come on. Next, we can go to illustration number 19. If regression line y on axis y cap is equal to 25 plus 3x and covariance xy is 48, find the standard deviation of x. Also find the coefficient of determination if standard deviation of y is 15. So y cap is 25 plus 3x. Now just see the question. Okay, we'll elaborate this question. If regression line y on axis y cap is 25 plus 3x and covariance is given, you have to find the standard deviation of x, full stop. Okay, let's find up to sx. Now you can see if covariance is given, what other information is given. Other information you have to guess from the question. Y cap is 25 plus 3x. What it means that 25 is a. Okay, y cap is a plus bx, so 25 is a. 3 is b. Okay, so you can know that b is 3. This b will work. Now formula of b is covariance xy upon sx square. So now you can see in the question b is given and covariance xy is given. So what you have to do, you have to just put up the value in place of b and in value of covariance xy. Now we'll solve the sum. We'll put sx square on the left hand side top and we'll bring 3 on the right bottom. So sx square is 16, and as we'll do the root, sx will be 4. Okay, in illustration 19 there is the point number 2 also, which is quite important, and we'll be doing it now. Okay, so before doing illustration 19, the second sum, okay, I would like to explain you a small topic called interpretation. I would like to explain you a small topic called interpretation of B. Okay, what is this interpretation of B? Let me explain you. Say for example this B is 4. Okay, now what this 4 means, there are two variables x and y. If x increases by 1 unit, if x increases by 1 unit, then y increases by 4 units. This is the meaning of b. Say for example, if x increases by 2 units, then y increases by 2 into 4, 8 units. Yes, you are clear. If b is 4, then if x increases by 1 unit, y increases by 4 unit. If x increases by 2 unit, y increases by 8 unit. Same way, let's take another example. Let's take b as 5. Okay. So if x increases by 1 units, then y increases by 5 units. If x increases by 3 units, y increases by 3 5s are 15 units. Yes, you got my point. Let's take another example. It's quite easy, so you should be clear. If b is say for example 3. Now if x increases by 1 unit, then y increases by 3 units. If x increases by 2 units, then y increases by 2 3s are 6 units. If x increases by 3 units, y increases by 3 3s are 9 units. So I can say that increment of x into b is increment of y. You got my point? Increment of x into b is increment of y. As I told you, if b is 3 and x increased by 2 units, y will increase by 6 units. This is the basic example. Okay. So what you have to remember, increment of x into b is increment of y. Increment of x into b is increment of y. Now we'll be doing illustration 19th second sum. From the regression line given in above question, y cap is equal to 25 plus 3x. How many units should be increased in the value of x to increase the approximate 15 units in y? So just see the question. What is given in the question? In the question line, y cap is equal to 25 plus 3x. As I told you, if you want to find the incremental units, you need the value of b, because it is the interpretation of b. So value of b is 3. Value of b is 3. Now what I told you that increment of x into b is increment of y. Increment of x into b is increment of y. Now in this question, b is 3. So b is 3. Now let's again read the question. How many units should be increased in the value of x to increase approximately 15 units in y? So as you can see in the question, units increased in y is given. So this right hand side is given in the question. Okay. So unit increment in y is given. So we will write it on the right hand side. What is asked, how many units should be increased in x? So this x increment is still the question. So how we'll find it? We will be dividing this 3 under the heading of 15. So incremental value of x is 5. Okay. So incremental value of x is 5. You got my point? So it indicates the value of x is equal to, so it indicates that value of x increased by 1 unit, then estimated value of y increases by 3 units. Therefore, if the value of y increases by 15 units, value of x increased by 5 units. This was very important sum we were doing. You have to pay quite attention in this particular sum. Just you have to remember this formula as I told you. Incremental of x into b is equal to incremental of y, and you have to pick up from this question. From the question 15 units and y is given, so 15 is given, b is already given, mentioned in the question 3. Yes, now it's very easy, x cap. Okay, just you have to divide this 3. Okay, then so we have done many illustration 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, these illustrations can be asked in MCQ also, because they are having a single concept which can be framed like multiple choice question. So you have to pay attention, and all the things which we are doing you should be writing and learning here. Okay, so a few more sums from this chapter are left to be recorded. You will be We will be doing the sums in the next lecture. Till then, revise this chapter, because this is the easy chapter of the states. Okay, thank you.